climate change is a global issue which has huge challenges for humanity all over the world. In South Asia, its challenges are very serious. The climate change issues, like other environmental issues, transcend geographical boundaries. One of the most serious issues we'll be facing with climatic changes is melting of glaciers. This will affect all countries of South Asia, including China. In fact, the lifeline of water in India, Pakistan and China comes from our glaciers. In Indus River, Brahmaputra, Ganges and Mekong, all of them have source in the glaciers. If the glaciers melt, we'll have two stages. At the first stage, there'll be abundance of water resulting in floods, flash floods, and large-scale damage to the soil and to the people living living downstream. Once the stage is over, there'll be huge scarcity of water. Scarcity of water will affect the livelihood and economies of these countries. It is estimated that more than 3 billion people, more than 2 billion people meet their water requirements from coming from these glaciers. So in these three river systems, the food scarcity will be a major issue coming. If the temperature increases by a degree or two, and the estimates are that it could increase by even perhaps 4 or 5 degrees during this century, but even if there is an increase by a degree or two, it would mean that our crops will need to be more heat resistant to give us yield to feed our people. So it will be an issue of food security as well. There are numerous other challenges that will come out of climatic change, like health issues, new kinds of disease, new, and so on and so forth. But primarily now coming back to the action. A lot needs to be done to draw attention of opinion leaders and policymakers to the climatic changes. In India and in Pakistan, enough attention has not been paid so far. So first is to make our decision makers and opinion leaders aware. It needs to be included in our curriculum. Then new kind of policy reforms need to be undertaken in two categories. One is under adaptation and the second one is under mitigation. Under mitigation regime, we need to introduce cleaner technologies, reduce our emissions and make our economies carbon free to the extent that is possible. This would mean having an alternative mode of development that does not necessarily follow the Western model in which the carbon emissions were very high. Therefore, the trade-off here would be what kind of development paradigm we'll need to follow without compromising our economic development needs. Second category deals with adaptation. Under adaptation, we'll need to develop adaptation strategies to cope with these changes in climate resulting in abundance or scarcity of water, melting of glaciers, or increased heat and temperatures. This would require working first and foremost with the poor, because they'll be most affected and they'll be the first one to get affected. So in order to enhance their ability to cope with these climatic changes, we need to understand the coping mechanisms the communities can undertake in terms of their land, their agricultural practices, and so on and so forth. So adaptation strategies need to be undertaken. First requirement, in my view, is mapping the capacities. What kind of capacities the communities, the poor people would have to cope with climatic changes. Now, the last thing that I want to talk a little bit about is about our organization, that what we are doing. We have been working on climatic changes issues for the last 12 years now. We undertake trainings of decision makers, opinion leaders, media, academia and corporations, both in the areas of adaptation strategies as well as in mitigation. We have undertaken research. We are hosting the largest network in the country on climate change. It is called National Network on Climate Change, and key institutions are members of this. We work quite closely with Government of Pakistan, assisting them to develop strategies, and we are working with some tehsils or districts to assist the local governments undertake policies that could help the local people to cope with the climatic changes that are coming our way.